morning, y'all. YallWest has been here for the last. We are really glad to have you. Writers, I hope you understand how important work is. Once upon a time, many years ago, there was a very strong love to read and reading. And read a lot of stuff that was called science fiction and fantasy. And other worlds, other planets, other societies. And as a kid, he wanted to go into space himself. And he went to be much as an astrophysics major. And he grew into a rather large company. And realized that he was never going to be cost effective in payment. Luckily, he discovered the cable radio station. And radio was a great way for a shy person who felt he had something to say to talk to lots of people who are happy to be in the same room with any of them. So radio became his first career. The music imbued him with politics, which many years later led him to decide to run for local office. And because of all that reading and all that fantasy and all that fiction, he understood that the way things are not the way things have to be. There are possibilities. And that sense of possibility and innovation led him to be elected 4 times and eventually become mayor in the city where he lived most of his life. So I thank you for working with me because I know what a difference it makes in young people's lives.
YallWest is a sister festival to YallFest, which is a 2-day festival consisting of writing panels, book sales, book signings, a little bit of rock and roll, and some of the tastiest food trucks. Joining us now is founder and co-director of YallWest, Margaret Stoll, or should I call you Ms. Black Widow?
I go by Natasha Romanov.
Well, you wear the outfit really well.
Thank you. We're about to have our cosplay panel. Because YallWest is in Los Angeles, we wanted to include a lot of different kinds of creative expressions. So we've had student jazz musicians, illustrators, artists, directors, TV writers. We wanted to have it all in. So we're the cosplay con section. Gene Yang, who wrote Avatar and is writing some Superman books, is in there getting on his muscles and his red cape right now.
He's getting ready to fly in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, there was YallFest, and now we have YallWest. Can you tell us about how it all got started?
YallFest began in South Carolina, in Charleston. We're on our 5th year. Cami Garcia and I wrote Beautiful Creatures, which was set outside of Charleston, and we realized there were no book events there. And a local independent bookstore owner, Jonathan Sanchez, asked us to help him do a community festival. That festival went under, but by then we'd asked all of our author friends to come down and help. So we said, hey, let's just do it, and YallFest was born. We had worked on YallFest for 4 years, and then we realized, why aren't we doing this in our own town? Because 3 of the authors who ran it were from Santa Monica and LA. And it's been really fun to just show the world how much book love there is here, how many writers live in Santa Monica in particular. Ransom Riggs, Tata Mafi, Marie Lu. There's a huge group of West Side authors. So.
There's a huge community of authors, literary works. I mean, just walking in here, I have to talk about the atmosphere and how it feels. There are tons of people for the first year.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the literary works was a dying art form, but it's not.
We have thousands and thousands of people here today. We have almost 500 kids who came in on buses from East LA and Compton. We have so many Santa Monica kids here. We have people from across the country and actually a lot of international friends as well. So it's a meeting of the tribe, and YA in particular really it's like a clan, and we all come together for the community.
Let's talk about the Santa Monica Public Library, which is a huge part of the community. Tell us about how you were able to work with them for this festival.
So Santa Monica, I mean, I don't know if everyone realizes what a treasure Santa Monica Library is. It's the most beautiful, amazing, passionate group of people. Robert Graves tracked us down and basically forced us. Every year he said, when are you having this festival here? But you live here. When is it coming home? And I'd say it's the only thing he said to me for about a year. And then finally I agreed to meet him for what I thought was a coffee. I think I had come from the beach. I was like not even in meeting clothes. And I walk in and he'd set up a whole meeting with all his like bosses in like a room with like water and cups. And I was like, ah. And I said, okay, I guess we're going to do this.
That's the meeting of the minds.
Yeah, basically, Santa Monica Library forced this to happen. So we're really grateful.
Or they encouraged it.
They strongly encouraged this to happen.
Yeah. Joining us now is Maya Van Wagenen, who is a first-time author and one of the first New York Times bestsellers. Congratulations on your book, Popular.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, when I was in 8th grade, I followed the advice of a 1950s popularity guide and applied it to my life. I was 13 when I wrote the journal, and I really didn't expect anything to come from it. I'd always loved to write and was hopeful that someday I could, pursue it as a career, but I never expected it to happen.
So how did it all happen?
I wrote the journal and I sent it to my extended family, just saying, this is what I did. It's kind of cool. At that point, nobody outside of my immediate family knew about the experiment. So it was just sort of, letting them know something I did, and it was sent around to authors and to an author, and then he passed it on to his agent. And his agent called me immediately and asked to sign a contract. It comes out in paperback in the next couple days.
And then let's talk about your cosplay outfit. Who are you?
Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica.
And
so
what made you choose this outfit?
We're doing a cosplay panel, and she is my favorite character from a TV show. So.
Why is she your favorite character?
Because she's awesome. And if I could be half as cool as Starbuck, that would be awesome.
You are super cool. Not just the outfit, but you're cute and you're an author.
Thank you.
And you're representing the young adults really well. One last question. How do you feel about being here?
I am so excited. I've had so much fun.
Here at YallWest, it's not just about the books, or actually it is, but there's also wonderful fashion, as you can see. I have Chelsea next to me. Chelsea, what are you wearing, or what book are you wearing?
I am wearing Libba Bray's Rebel Angels. It was released in 2003 or something, years ago, and I got the chance to meet her for the first time ever, so today is the most magical day of my entire life.
So this must be the best day of your life.
Absolutely.
And you got her to sign it as well.
I did, and she drew a heart on my thumb. I'm beyond the moon right now.
You're never going to wash that thumb again.
No, it's very unsanitary, but worth it.
My name is Madison Miller, and I have Beautiful Creatures in my hand. It's one of my favorite books. I love it.
And you're here to meet the author, I'm assuming?
Yeah, both of the authors. Yeah, they're here signing. So we've been waiting in this long line. Now it's finally died down, but we're so close.
How long have you been waiting?
Like 15 minutes.
Oh, not too long.
Not too long for today. It's, earlier in the day it was Veronica Roth's line was really long. It wrapped around the whole building.
But let's talk about this book. Why do you like Beautiful Creatures so much?
I saw the movie first and it really interested me, and then I discovered it was a book. It's just written so beautifully, and it's a romance, but it's written from a guy's perspective, which was really interesting to me, which is not what you see a lot.
Rarely guys don't express their feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so what's interesting is that you saw the movie first, then you went and got the book. So what's the difference between like watching the movie and reading the book?
There's a lot of differences. In the book, they definitely go more in depth with the story and with the details and everything. And in the movie, you have some of the characters are omitted from the movie, and then some are made into, they take two characters and put them together to just have the story flow better.
So you enjoy reading the book
Yeah.
versus the movie because they expand the stories a lot better.
Yeah,
right?
it definitely gives you a better, well-rounded version, and it's what the authors originally intended. So
Tell me about the book.
Well, when I first read it, I kind of thought it kind of was like a mix between like the Hunger Games and like the Selection. Made me feel like read the Selection. But it's basically about this girl who's like really poor, and then all of a sudden she becomes a princess, which is kind of cool. It gets us, and the ending wasn't very good, so I'm really mad. So I'm gonna be nice to the author, but
Are you going to tell her about how upset you were about the ending?
Yes.
You are.
No. I know there's more books coming, so hopefully it gets better.
I'm just greatly Flabbergasted right now.
Oh
I'm
my God, you can see the Asian glow falling through her face as well as mine. Oh, sunburn. No, but I could see you know, you're exuding happiness, and that's what it's about here at this festival, right?
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you too.
Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
It's day 2. We're here at the Santa Monica Public Library in Santa Monica for the first annual YallFest. And take a look at this. There are a lot of people here for the festival. It is amazing. I've met so many authors. Right now, there is an amazing panel between 2 best-selling authors, and we're going to go check it out right now. So let's go. I'm here with Kristen, and she drove all the way from Sacramento, which is Northern California. So what do you think about YallWest?
It's been really fun. It's crazy how many people were here yesterday and today, and it's cool to meet all the authors that you really enjoy reading, so it's been fun.
What were some of your favorite authors that you enjoyed reading that you got to meet?
Ransom Riggs and Tahara Mafi, and Marie Lu, and Marissa Meyer, and just everybody.
Yeah. Well, the vibe here and the energy is so amazing, right?
Yeah.
But what do you think? What was your favorite part of the 2-day festival?
Just how nice everyone's been. Like, I came here alone yesterday, and there were so many people that just came up and were just talking, and it was like not awkward at all, and because like we all like the same things, and so it was really fun. It's been really like interesting to get to meet all these people.
I opened my eyes terrified, my hands clutching at the sheets, but I'm not running through the streets of the city or the quarters of Dauntless headquarters.
I was drawn from my bleak thoughts by the apparat's voice, the boy always steps.
Pillows caress my head as I snuggle deeper into the warmth of my stuffed animals.
I followed his gaze to where Maul was moving between the soldiers, speaking to one or correcting another. He's helping them train, I said.
My eye opens just enough to see the blur of colors that is my wall.
I'm in the bed in Amity headquarters, and the smell of sawdust is in the air.
Cool. Why do you like that passage?
It just shows that it's the first moment that you realize she's back there. She's not in her usual spot. It's something more alien to her, and that she's finally out of Dauntless for a fact. Like, there's no going back now.
Now, have you seen the movie?
Yes.
Which do you prefer, the movie or the book?
The book is more specific about everything. The movie is really, really good, but I prefer the book a lot more.
I'm an English teacher in Phoenix, so any opportunity where I get to kind of explore just the different stories that are being told is really exciting. So that's one reason why I came here.
And we had been to YallFest in Charleston in November, and we loved it. So since this one was a lot closer, we definitely wanted to come and hang out.
So there's a little bit of everything for everyone. The food trucks are located behind me, and then we have people here for the book signings, or they're here for the ice cream, which is my favorite part. And right now I have Nicole with me from Beachy Cream Ice Cream. So tell me, Nicole, do book readers love ice cream?
They do. They love it.
Well, when I was growing up, we didn't have anything like this. Not that I didn't know what I missed, but this is really great that young kids are reading so much.
And festivals like this, I think, like encourages more reading, don't you think?
And exactly, and the fact that they can meet the authors, I think is so exciting.
Now, this line that you're standing in is quite long. How long have you been waiting, and what are you waiting for?
Been waiting like 20 minutes, I think, and it's they're giving away free books, so.
Oh, so why not stand in line, right?
Why not stand in line?
Look at all these books in this shopping cart, but what's more amazing is look at all these signatures on this bag. Tell us your name and where you're from.
Mindy from Lawndale.
Dave from Lawndale.
Dave from Lawndale. Okay, you have to tell me, how did you manage to get all these signatures?
A lot of waiting in line. A lot.
A lot of standing around.
Let's take a look at what books do you have here. What did you bring?
I have too many books.
Because you flew in from Montreal, Canada, but you have your actual luggage, right?
Yeah.
But inside here are not clothing, and it's
No,
like
only books.
It's books.
This one, yes.
Can you tell us what's inside? Show us.
Well, now I'm in line for Tara Mafi.
Okay.
So I have her books out in there ready. I got Marsa Mer, I got Marilu, and the other ones, I think Katie Catugno, Ava Delaria. That's pretty much it for today, yeah.
The majority of my books signed yesterday, and then I got a couple signed earlier today. I got Cinder and Fair signed by Marissa Myers, so I want to put those back in my car. And right now, the only book I'm carrying around is an arc of Robin Schneider's Extraordinary Means.
Can you say YallWest 5 times fast?
YallWest, 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 YallWest.
Oh, there goes.
YallWest, 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 YallWest.
That's good.
YallWest, 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 YallWest.
YallWest, 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 what?
YallWest, 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 YallWest.
Why do you think they called it YallWest?
Because it's the young adult authors, so YA, and then West because it's West Coast.
Well, the Y'all is young adult literature, and then the West is, well, it was originally for festival.
I think the Y'all is young adult literature, and
There's 2 L's in Y'all.
that's true.
Where do you think? What do you think the extra L stands for?
Could be like a southern cliche. I don't know. The festival originated in Charleston, so hey, y'all.
Okay, so we asked a lot of people on their thoughts about why they called this YallWest, but I have the actual guy, Robert Graves, who's the festival coordinator, who has the actual answer. Robert, tell me, why did they call this YallWest?
We call it YallWest. Well, it's based on the South Carolina Y'all Fest, which is kind of a play on the Southern Y'all. And then I just came up with the idea that it stands for Young Adult Lit Lovers.
That's where the extra L comes from. We were all wondering. There was a lot of people that was like young adult literature, but there was that extra.
That's the Robert official answer.
Okay, well, I'm going to take that as the official answer because young adult lit lovers sounds great to me.
Yes, definitely. We have a lot of lit lovers, especially the young adult kind here today.
So now I talked to the co-director of the YallWest, Margaret Stoll, and she was talking about how you played a big part in bringing this to Santa Monica, actually Santa Monica Public Library as well. Tell me, why was it important for the library to get involved?
Well, the library, our mission is to promote literacy and a culture of lifelong learning. So that's why we kind of, this is a big, great learning opportunity. And it was really a fun thing. I saw a kid picked up a book and that one of the booths was handing out for free. And he said, what's it about? She said, it doesn't matter, it's a book. And I love that, it's a book. Getting words into kids' hands, inspiring them, to be writers, to follow their imagination. That's what it's all about to me.
I mean, kids are the most fantastic readers, and they have the best energy because nobody loves things as much as teenagers do. They have the best enthusiasm. It's infectious. It just goes to show books are not dead. Kids are still reading. The future is awesome. And I don't know. I mean, books are here to stay, and they're never going to go away.
Talk about your book, which is going to be adapted into a Tim Burton movie. Tell us about that.
It's called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. It's sort of a fantasy, sci-fi, detective, epic, time travel, crazy thing, illustrated with photographs. And I guess it'll be illustrated with movie scenes in a year. The movie comes out on March 4th, 2016, and yeah, they're filming right now.
How exciting is that? How did you feel when you found out that your book was going to be adapted into a movie?
I couldn't believe it. I mean, a lot of books get optioned, but to actually have it made and by a filmmaker who I've loved for so long, it was like unreal.
I mean, Tim Burton of all people, yeah.
I know, it seems perfect. Joining
us now is Greg Lucas, who is the California State Librarian. tell me about what you think about this YallWest.
This is fantastic. This is what libraries are all about, is bringing people together and celebrating books and reading and learning.
And isn't it awesome to see our youth all here today?
I think it's terrific.
Where do you see the future of young adult literature?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to imagine it getting better than it is already. I mean, I'd tell you that the best fiction being published today is young adult fiction. I mean,
Really?
I see adults going in there, including myself, to steal books off the young adult section and go hide out in the grown-up part of the library and read them.
So then what are some of your favorite young adult books? Can you name at least 3 of them?
I'm a huge Garth Nix fan. All of the books, Sabriel is one that I like by him. My daughter turned me on to Artemis Fowl, which is terrific. I just started reading Hermione, which is a book about the daughter of Agamemnon and Helen of Troy. And so it's kind of a nice retelling of, the old Greek, the Trojan War.
So as the California State Librarian, you're saying all these books are approved by you and everyone should read them?
Absolutely. But they all get the Greg Lucas Good Housekeeping seal of approval.
Good, great. Okay, so then, you know what? Being not familiar with the California State Library system, what exactly do you do? What is your job?
There's 2 parts to it. There's a state library, which is basically California's version of the Library of Congress. So we have 1 million or so items on California history, like John Marshall's map discovering gold, books and diaries from pioneers and things like that. And then the other side of it is being an advocate for public libraries around the state. And so it helps tell the story by coming and visiting incredible events like this in different libraries.
So being here in Santa Monica at the Santa Monica Public Library, what grade would you give it?
Oh, this is an A+.
All right, we strive to please.
Yes, you do.
I'm here with Casey and Jesse and all the beautiful ladies here from, just scream, where are you from? Where are you from? Las Vegas? Wow, what is your name? You traveled far.
Mana.
Mana, and why did you come out here today?
To meet all the awesome authors that came to town.
Who is your favorite?
Ransom Riggs.
Wow, wasn't he amazing at the keynote?
He was really good.
He was good. Okay, so who's your favorite author, Casey?
Rochelle Mead. Without question.
Why? Why is she your favorite?
She's the one that got me to start reading and loving it. I used to hate reading books, like, with a passion. It's funny, my teacher who introduced me to Vampire Academy is here, too. I came with her.
Be exciting.
Yeah, I came with her. And so we're big book nerds now, and I love her. I love her books. Like, she got me to love reading.
On behalf of me and my crew at Santa Monica City TV, we're so excited about YallWest. And it's not just a beach town. It is a beautiful city with a lot of creative talent. And we just want to say thank you to everyone there. And on the count of 3, we're all going to say YallWest, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. YallWest!